Hey, what's going on, guys? I hope you're doing well. I wanted to check in with you on what seems like probably week 74 of the quarantine. Not really, but it's been a long time. I want to see how it's going with you guys. I want to see how things are progressing in your world. I am personally finding that the quarantine, I'm over it. I am literally over it. I am ready to get out and kick Corona's ass myself and tell it to go away, because I am so desperate for a hug for somebody other than my family. I have no idea, right? You know, I just am looking for anybody that's walking by. Once this is all clear, look out. I mean, if you're even in my proximity, I'm gonna hug you, fist bump you, high five you, just be like glad you are around and alive, because that is how I am. Not normally, mind you, but post COVID-19 Rona brain Steve, that's how I'm gonna be. So I don't know how things have been going for you, but I've actually been spending some time actually focusing on a couple of killer skill sets that I am working on, and creating some new ideas for ways to leverage some new thoughts and processes for rippling. Because what I've actually found throughout this quarantine is that people need the ripple now more than ever. And I am asking you for your help. Yep. Coming to you because I need you. So I am testing some skill sets by trying live Ripple, YouTube, and gonna go Facebook soon sessions. Trying to experiment with some new software that I got. I've got 2 live sessions that you can see on the YouTube channel that are no longer live because they were live when I did them, but they're not live now because they're recorded now. Documented proof that I was live at one point. Sort of like now, but by the time you see it, it'll be like dead. But anyway, I digress. So I'm playing with this software, trying to get a little better and trying to get more confident and feeling better about myself on camera. Not necessarily that I don't put my best effort into these videos, because I absolutely do. But when you're live, anything could happen, right? Any kind of scenario could happen. Somebody could ask you a question and come onto your stream and be like, yo, what about this, yo? What about that, yo? That hasn't happened yet, yo. So that's good. But I'm trying to get better and more comfortable just, you know, shooting from the hip and going. So that's a skill set I've been working on. The other skill set I'm working on is I've come up with a couple of unique ideas I think could be potential product for Ripple. One could actually be the new coaching program I've been kind of kicking around. And the other is actually, I think, a book, and I think actually an audio program that actually, based on what I'm hearing and seeing and conversations I'm having relative to quarantine, there are a lot of people out there that have a lot of, let's just say, challenges. Self-confidence, believability, struggling to figure out what they should be doing with their lives, realizing that maybe where they are right now in their career path or their personal life is not exactly where they want to be. Pussy ball. So I've come up with something that I think may be pretty good. Could be like a bit more self-affirming. It could be a bit more reassuring. It could be a motivational pickup. I don't know, more to come on that. But there was a third thing. What was my third thing? Oh yeah, I'm getting better at ping pong. We have a ping pong table at home, and my boys have been at home in quarantine, and they're playing the crap out of ping pong right now, and they think they're pretty awesome at it. And they are, to be fair. I mean, they are pretty good. But I've been studying the game, and I've been focusing my energy and my effort on how to undermine them and to beat them now. I used to beat them all the time. And it's like basketball, soccer, all this other stuff. They eventually catch up to you when you're old like me, and they surpass you. And it happened in sports, it's happened in video games, and it happened in ping pong, which I guess technically is a sport. But again, I started applying a little bit of psychological pressure to them. I get in their head, I mix it up a little bit, and I'm having some good time playing with the psychology of the game. So why I shared that last part with you, I have no idea, other than the fact that don't play me in ping pong because you will lose. That's what I'm telling you right now. So my quarantine ping pong skills are getting better, and I'm recognizing that my decision a few years back to buy the boys a ping pong table to sit on the pool table, which they never touched, despite the fact I got them their own sticks to make them all little mini Fats Domino guys. Fats Domino, he was the singer, right? Memphis Fats, Minnesota Fatses, but they're skinny versions. Never came to fruition. Those guys rarely want to play. But I popped a ping pong table on top of that pool table, and then they're off to the races. Now, the problem is I can't even get into my own game room. Oh, the fourth thing I figured out, the fourth thing I've been doing during quarantine is I finally decided I was going to do this. I bought myself a keyboard. Now, I've been teaching myself guitar. I got a little drum thing going on. I got some harmonica. I decided that I needed a keyboard. I played piano as a kid, loved it. Well, didn't love it. I was forced to play piano as a kid and I actually kind of hated it. But I always had this fantasy of being a rock star, and you got to either play guitar really well, which I don't, or you got to play keyboards pretty well, which I don't. So I'm going to try and become a mediocre rock star and play both kind of okay. That's my plan. So anyway, I got this keyboard in last week and it's massive. It's bigger than my head times 12. And I am slowly but surely teaching myself all sorts of cool crap. And yeah, I'm gonna get back to one hobby that I had in my early 20s, which was writing songs, and kind of seeing if I can pick up that skill again and figure out how to get myself to sound halfway as decent on the piano, playing songs that I recognize, which I can't seem to do on guitar. I have been spending my time focusing my energy and my efforts on trying to refine a few things to keep myself interested and entertained during this siege of Rona. I hope you were doing the same. Now, even if you aren't, there's still time, because if you are following the news, we're likely to have another one of these things blossom up and be forced to go home again, which means that you're gonna have more time on your hands. You're gonna need to come up with a hobby of some sort. Feel free to take any of the ones that I have already outlined for you, because they're already there and accessible, and use them. There you go. That's my thing to you. But I just wanted to check in and let you know I'm surviving. My wife has not killed me yet, fortunately. My boys have not driven me totally crazy, although occasionally I feel like I need to drink earlier in the day. And life is pretty good. I mean, relatively speaking, because you can't go out, can't do anything, aside from feeling like you're a prisoner in your own home. It's just a regular kind of spring for us. Until next time, my friends, ripple on.